Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. We're going to be doing some L4 missions in the Typhoon Fleet Issue. I may say Typhoon Navy Issue a lot, and it's just because I'm so used to saying Navy Issue after like the Navy variants of ships, but the Minimatars, they're a little bit unique by calling their Navy ships Fleet Issue. But a viewer called Anro, he sent me this fit here, and he considered this to be the best L4 mission fit, or his favorite L4 mission fit. And I wanted to just see, how does it work out? He says this is the best one that exists, or just try it out. And I think they could have a lot of good potential here because these are rapid heavies, and rapid heavies are really great because they apply really well, have decent range. The main downside though is that their reload is not the best, so damage over time could be improved. But the thing is, maybe it could be that when you've got like different waves, different missions, or different gates that you have to go through, maybe you could reload then, and then that's enough. But it's quite cool because you won't have to think so too much about application, so you're probably going to be applying perfectly fine to everything. So this is what he calls the Spirit of Fire, his favorite ship. So he's got an armor-based Typhoon Fleet Issue, and the Typhoon Fleet Issue is basically a missile-based ship, and it has not much tank bonuses at all, apart from the standard battleship bonuses to tank. So I made a slight alteration to the fit because I think that it could have some extra capabilities here, and I'll explain why. I added a MWD. Now this is a bit of an expensive MWD, so it probably is, maybe there's a reason that this has got no MWD in that regard, but he doesn't like using an MWD because he doesn't find it so useful, and it might be that we don't find it so useful either. But I was thinking that it's really good to have MWDs because you're able to move around in the missions so easily, and you're able to get to the enemy so quickly. The MWD is right. The main downside of an MWD is that it consumes a mid slot. And because of it consuming a mid slot, you're going to reduce the capacitor because he's using a lot of cap modules to be cap stable. But he's got really strong capacitor on the ship. So we're not going to be cap stable. And then we also, the MWD in itself consumes a lot of capacitor. I think though it's still worth it because when we've not got this activated, we're able to tank with these 2 armor pairs for 9 minutes. And I don't think in alpha missions you're usually going to be continuously tanking for more than 9 minutes. So that's my motivation for it. We'll see. Maybe the capacitor is too weak and then we'll have to buff it a bit more later. But I think that it's a good option to have this M500MN MWD because, I mean, this is a Minimatar ship. Minimatar ships usually are very fast. So when we use this MWD, we got 1.2k a second. That's pretty fast for a battleship, in my opinion. Then we made some alterations to the rigs and the lows. And the reason for this is because he's got a damage module here, the Calfaction Catalyst, and he's got a flux coil. Now, the damage modules, in terms of the ballistic control systems, these per slot give more damage. So like 1 slot of damage here versus 1 slot of ballistic control system. A ballistic control system will give more damage. So that's why I altered it like this. So instead of this cap module, I put the ballistic control system. So we get a bit of extra DPS. You can see here, if we put the Mjolnir Fury, we have 1.1k DPS. Without the drones, we can just check what the DPS is with the missiles. 926 DPS. And then here, if we put the Mjolnir Fury, and then it's got 800 DPS. So you get more DPS per slot if you go with a low slot. But then you're obviously sacrificing a low slot, so you couldn't have this cap module here. So we've got more DPS in this. I put a capacitor rig here to compensate for the replacement of that low slot. One option though is that since you've got a flux coil here, I would actually go for a capacitor power relay. These are actually better uses of low slots because they give more capacitor per second. The only reason you want to use a capacitor flux coil is in the case you have a shield booster fit, because these unlike capacitor power relays, do not give a nerf to shield booster capacity, because capacitor power relays, which I'll show you here, they nerf shield boosters. So flux coil gives capacitor, not as much, but doesn't nerf the shield booster. So you see here, 10.5 gigajoules a second. We'll remove this, and we'll get 10.8 gigajoules a second. So it's not a big difference, but it's just a minor thing. So you could, if you would still have a low slot that gives capacitor, better to go with a capacitor power relay. But we're going instead that we have more DPS, because I think more DPS will serve us a bit better when we're going in the L4 missions. We've got some decent flight of drones here. See multiple drones. And then I've also got Mjolnir and Scourge missiles. And I think these are the two damage types which are most useful in airfall missions, because kinetic covers a good group of enemies. You've got the Garistas, you've got the Serpentis, and then EM covers Sancha and Blood Raiders. So you've pretty much covered everyone except for Angels. But Angels, their second, not the main damage type to do against them are the explosive damage. But the thing is, they also have a big hole to kinetic damage, not as much as the explosive, but you'll still do a decent amount of damage if you use kinetic missiles against Angels. So we'll go like this. So with everything in, we do pack a decent punch here. We've got 1.1k DPS, almost 1.2 actually. Do we have any good skins? I think the Typhoon is one of my favorite looking. Oh, that looks pretty cool. One of my favorite looking Minimatar ships. I think it looks really cool. It reminds me a bit of the Helghast cruisers actually, or the Helghast ships from what's it called? Killzone. I think there's a game called Killzone that they look like that. See, that's Sebiesto. You can't use it, yeah, because you have to be in this Minimatar event a long time. Like a tribe would be pretty cool. You can't do that. Not a whole lot of skins that I like that you can actually get. A lot of them come from these events that you had to do a long time ago that are unfortunately not available now. This one is pretty cool. Freedom's Revolution, but I can imagine it's really expensive. Cryptic Mimesis as well. That's probably going to be very expensive. Not that expensive. I mean, it is expensive, but not like multi-billions is what I'm talking about. Bloody Hands, Ace of Pod Hunters. Yeah, that's an expensive skin, for example. We'll go with the standard skin. Okay, let's undock. Some people call the Typhoon the trash can because it looks a bit, if you move it upright, it looks a bit like a bin or trash can. But I think it looks really cool. I don't think it looks bad. It's actually one of my favorite looking Minimatar ships. Only thing I wish is that I could have more like a black silver skin, like the Sebiesto skin, for example. I think that would look really great. There's no way to get this Sebiesto skin because I think this one will look really great on this ship actually. Unfortunate. When this event occurred, I did not have the time to complete it, and it's just unfortunate that just because I didn't have enough time, I'm not able to get this skin now. There's no other way to get this skin. Although I think it looks really cool. Really, really cool actually. I think it looks like a pretty dark and menacing ship actually when you put this skin on it. But unfortunately, no. I wonder if we've got any of these Sebiesto skins for the Minimatar, because the smaller ships like the Rifter. The Rifter skin. Cruisewall. I don't think I got for this. It must have been some other ship. Minimatar Rifter got a remodel some time ago. The system that is really close to Jita that I like doing mission testing is Ian Orsta. Oh, we're going further away now. That's unfortunate of me. Sorry for that. He's also got core scanner probes here, and I think it's because he wants to have this to be more like a multifunctional ship. You have lots of functions by having core scanner probes. And he's also able to use his drones very far. He's got a drone link augmenter as well. Yeah, drone link augmenter. I think he's just trying to find a use for these extra high slots because he had extra CPU to spare. One thing you could do is that if you want, instead of this drone link augmenter, you could have a tractor beam. They can be sometimes useful in airfall missions because you can just go and quickly pull in wrecks. That can be nice, but the range, if you're not in a non-marauder ship, is usually not that far. Usually you have to go quite close to the enemy ships just because of that 24-kilometer range. In a marauder, you get that range doubled and also the speed doubled, so they're a lot more suited to be used as marauders. I don't like that 24-kilometer range. You can hardly reach anything with that. Like if stuff is within 24 kilometers, you almost may as well just grab it yourself. But I can see why this ship could be a good mission ship because of its mobility. It has a lot of mobility with that good speed. Quite a bit faster than a rattlesnake. I think a rattlesnake with an MWD gets, I think it's 800 meters a second. Let's put this to kinetic, and then we put these wasps to DPS. And I wonder what kind of range we get with this missile range script on. 58 kilometers, decent range. Ian Orst, and then there's only one station here which gives out alpha missions. So when you take into consideration our reload time, we only have 600 DPS with the missiles, but we do have those drones. Drones could probably help a little bit. I do not have a lot of hope that the drones can help a lot because the heavy drones, they're pretty slow. Get shot all over the place. So I'm probably going to lose them if I go too crazy on using them. Light drones, I think, could actually have more uses. Or maybe I could have even had some medium drones instead. Could have been a better option, actually. Then, if I were to have medium drones, I could have more flights, and then I would also be a little bit more multi-purpose. I'd be able to hit stuff that was small, and then they would be a bit faster, so I think they'll be easier to control. Because even though heavy drones, they have a bit more HP than the medium drones, I still find them to not be so durable for the reason that they're so slow. So like, say you've got your drones out really far, and Damsel in Distress, this is a good mission to do. Damsel in Distress is pretty profitable. Say you have your drones far out, okay? If the drones are far out, with the heavy drones, they're 30 kilometers away, they go very slow. They're going to take a good 30 seconds to get back to your ship. And even worse if they're webbed. The problem with that then is that, okay, yeah, they're there, but they're going to get shot. They're going to take so long to get back to your ship. They're going to very likely get killed or almost killed on the way back. So it's going to be really annoying. One thing that you could actually do, now that I'm thinking about it, is since we've got so many utility highs, you could actually put like a remote armor repair, large remote armor repair, something like this. We don't have the capacitor, but you could add like a gecko, for example, and then have like your remote armor repair that ship, or the drones, so that it can be really durable. Because I like doing that with the rattlesnake. Actually, rattlesnake has an extra utility high, so you can go and remote repair stuff with a gecko, and it's very easy to manage that since it's only one drone. Okay, we're here now, and I'm not using any particular implants. I'm using some basic missile implants that I had with my previous Tengu adventure. Let's use our missile range script, and we can actually try blitzing this mission, because blitzing the mission is usually the most efficient thing to do. We can just get the mission done as quick as possible. So we can just cruise here, and maybe we can orbit. If we do like this, we set an orbit, set orbit distance, and we do it to say, what is our range? 50, we can do, let's do 55 kilometers. Like that. Okay, we orbit this 55 kilometers with the MWD on. Are we cap stable with the MWD and no armor repairs going on? I think we are. Even with one armor repair on, we're actually cap stable. That's pretty cool. Because this mission has a ton of NPCs that warp in when this thing starts taking damage. So you can see here we've even got some webs going on. They will be going very slow. So we need to pull range before they start doing fatal damage to us. They've got a lot of web range here. We can maybe get some Acolyte 2s on the case. Let's go for them. This is a good use case of the light drones, that they can help you with that. Oh, we're going to take a lot of damage now. We probably should have lined out here, actually, because we're going to be taking quite a bit of damage. Just in case we take too much damage. Oh, the light drones are not able to do so much damage to this guy here, the spider drone. But we are able to armor repair a little bit. We have to wait on that reload. Oh, that's a bit annoying. We almost were able to take it out. We could have actually used our drones in the beginning. That could have maybe been an option. But it's not good to use your drones actually usually on this so much, because when this thing explodes, this station here, then it actually will damage your drones. So you can be very deadly. You can lose even heavy drones, I believe. We can do double repairs now. Okay, take him out, take him out. We're aligning to the Rodent shipyards. We're using double armor repairs now without MWD on. So we've got 9 minutes capacitor, or like survival time. Okay, there we go. So we managed to take it out. We can actually destroy this Zor as well, because this guy can actually drop a pretty decent implant. So we'll take him out as well, if we actually are able to survive. I think we're able to survive. Remember, we go a little bit faster. Will that help a little bit if we go a little bit faster? Oh no, we're going to take damage in our structure. Not our structure. Not our structure, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Destroy him. Yeah, good. Okay, where's the wreck? Wreck. Zorek. Okay, now we go to the Ian Orsta. It could be an idea to maybe pull a bit more range before I start going hard on the station, maybe. Maybe just have the drones initially, and then when I got a good range, because we're not able to pull such a good range in that station. We were still like 40 kilometers away, and we could have hit out all the way to 50. So we're going back to the station here. It feels good for this kind of blitzing mission. I think that it feels nice. I definitely like that in this case we had an MWD because it enabled us to move a lot more. Let's see here. Is there any structure that's close? We'll go to this sortier to repair because this structure here is going to be very expensive to repair that in a standard station, so I'm going to be a little bit cheap here. I felt like the capacitor was very good here. It didn't feel like we were having capacitor issues, even though we were using the armor repairs pretty hard. We were, however, not taking damage for a whole long time, so that's probably why I didn't feel so bad. Probably in an extensive fight, we will feel the effect of capacitor a lot more. Dock up here. You can get the free repair. The free repair that's being paid by the players. There, repair quote, repair. Okay, unlock. I don't think any citadels actually take costs for repair. I think it's always free. I definitely think this ship would be a good blitzer because of its like multi-purpose with the rapid heavies. Also it being pretty fast. I can see why Anro likes this ship here. Probably if you have really bling tank, what you could do is you could have even more modules. Maybe remove one of these multi-spectrums, put another damage module so you have even more damage. Like say here, let's see how much damage you do with a triple. 1.3k DPS. That's a pretty decent amount of damage right there. Let's talk to this guy here. Complete mission. Nice. The Assault. Let's go for the Assault. I think this will put a more stress on our tank here. Warp to location. It's nice to get these missions that are very like close to the. Oh wait! Oh, what the heck is this? Cassandra Tyrannos. Oh, Cassandra Tyrannos. Should we try engaging with these guys? Should we try doing that instead of the mission? Let's try that. I want to try this. See what happens here. Oh, Cassandra. I think you can get some blue loot here. Okay, let's go. Let's go for these drifters. Take them out. I wonder if it's going to be, they're going to do a ton of damage. Hits. Oh, Cassandra does a ton of damage. Ooh, that's a ton of damage. We do not want to mess with those guys. Okay, what the heck was that damage right there? Cassandra Tyrannos 3k volley. 3k volley? From just from shooting like that. You need like a marauder to take this guy out. We were doing damage though. I wonder if Cassandra has got less HP now that we started doing damage. And I wonder if they're still going to aggress us. Oh, they're attacking us now. Or they don't like us. They don't like us. Oh yeah, look. They still got damage taken. Take out this Cassandra Tyrannos. There's a ton. Oh, Cassandra's warping away now. Warping away. Oh, what the heck was that? What the heck was that? Dock up. Oh. Do they have like one of these drifted death weapons as well? Like the drifted battleships have? Oh, what is this? 18,000 damage from little cruiser. That's overpowered. That's really overpowered. Let's 20. Look at that. Oh, look at that cost. This is what I'm talking about. Repairs, battleships in stations is not a good thing. Oh my gosh, how am I going to take care of this? They're insta-locking me now that I get out of the station. Let's repair that. He almost destroyed us. That was really close. Just a cruiser as well. I feel that hit hard. I feel like repair for 9k. Let's see now. Let's see if we can take this guy out. Oh, ton of damage. Let's stagger these reps here. Look at that. He's got now back his HP. A little scrub. Cheating. Cheating scrub. Oh. So I think this is when they're going to do that super weapon thing. What the heck was that? What the heck was that? I thought it looked like we were able to survive that. No. What? Oh, I see. They did one of these smashing volleys afterwards. We need to get revenge on these drifters. Drifters interfering in our missions. Because the thing is, look, I know that, okay, maybe shouldn't have engaged them here now when stuff was getting close, but how am I supposed to exit the station? I can't exit the station when they're here. Unless I use like a frigate or something like this. Oh, I need to read up on these Cassandra Tyrannos. I've never encountered these before. I've never dared to attack them. We're gonna have to get revenge. Oh, maybe we're gonna have to do the assault another day because it doesn't seem like it's a good time here where the drifters are camping this station. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I was thinking we were going to be able to destroy it because I was thinking that let's say we're able to destroy one of them. Okay, at least we're able to destroy one of them. Then we can gradually just redock, and probably they have really good loot because since they like do so much damage, they're probably going to have good loot as well. Oh, so I was thinking maybe you could even make up for those expensive repairs, but never mind, never mind. I wonder what kind of ship would be good here. How much EHP did this have? 70k, that's a pretty decent amount of EHP. Something like a golem would probably be good. Golem. Hybrid mission golem, maybe. 199k EHP. Put the high grade Nirvanas, you're going to have even more. Oh, that would be great to take these guys out, wreck them. Put torpedoes here as well, you just blap them in the face. Oh, but that's interesting though, that's interesting though. Oh, back to the Typhoon. I think that it felt good. We need to definitely do more missions to get a more valid opinion on that, but it cut our adventure short here with the drifters here interfering. A bit silly of me to engage them. I've never actually done that before. I thought that they were going to be hard, but I was thinking that, oh, we've got a really good battleship here. We should be able to take them out anyway. But I think that it felt like very mobile. That's the thing that sort of stood out to be the most. It felt very mobile and quite multifunctional with the rapid heavy. So I can see why Anna likes it. But we can see we'll probably have to do more tests in the future. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Typhoon Fleet Issue in missions with an interference by the drift. I'm going to have to explore these drifters more, see what kind of problems there so we can mission in peace here in Erin Oyster. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.